Hey everybody, this is the community live stream for 1 week before R44 goes live. It's getting close. We just had
Really close.
lockdown meaning like no more major content added to the game. And so we are preparing for it. It's going to be great, and we already have Dev Plus people in checking it out. A lot of stuff happening this week, a lot of stuff happening next week as well. We're here at Portal Area, and for anybody who's new to the game or just getting started and saw that we had this weekly live stream, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. This is the community one. This is really about the community. We show a lot of stuff by the developers, and we have Esteben, SorcerousSteve, Zaldivar here today to show you some cool stuff on Aerie and Vertas scenes. Aerie and Vertas making their way into R44.
That's correct.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Wow, cool. So we got like multiple scenes being polished, new scenes making their way into the game over the next couple of releases, and we do this on a regular basis, as our regulars on the live stream in the community know. Every release we have something special for you guys in the way of either scenes or usually new content like weapons. Right? Like this one. This one is amazing. I just picked this up literally in the hallway. We have weapons randomly lying around in the studio. It's just one of the game industry studio things here. And actually, this is it may be Viking, Norgard. I think Norgard is like the region, and the Viking are the people. And this is a Norgard Viking, or maybe Viking Norgard axe, single. Hand, one hand axe. And so I've been swinging this around and almost knocked one of Lord British's, don't tell him I said this, one of Lord British's wall hangings.
He did hit it pretty hard, I will say that.
Just a few minutes before this live stream started. Oops. Don't worry, I don't think it got damaged. It's pretty dull blade, actually. So anyway, we have a lot of cool content that is making its way in next week for Release 44, and I just wanted to go on a little bit of a review of the weekly update that is now on the website. You can go check that out. Front page, main article of the website. We're going to have that on social shortly after this live stream, and then we'll get into what SorcerousSteve, Esteben, is going to show you guys, which is hidden. I will give you a little quick sneak peek. This may go horribly wrong. There it is. So that's Unity flashing back to us. So you're going to see a lot of cool stuff through Unity in the game for what are we showing? Aerie and Vertas in just a moment. Prizes as well is always an exciting part of these community live streams, and I like to give away usually more than I probably should, but we've got a pretty good selection, I think. It's a variety of some stuff that we've given away already, like the ornate post-mounted mailbox. Mailboxes have been a really pretty popular item in the game since they went live last release. Ornate wall mailbox, so a version of the posted. The posted is like literally you go out of your house, you walk to the front of your yard, and it's sticking out of the ground. Whereas the wall one is very convenient, lazy man's one, I'd say. You can literally, walk out of the door and reach around to the wall. Well, it depends on where you put it, of course. I mean, I'm just, usually in houses you have the wall mounted right by the door. So when you come home or you
usually,
it's right there. Yeah. So there's those. We're going to give away one of each of those. We also have the blue, orange, and green glowing mushroom packs. We're going to give away one of each of those. And
some of which I actually used in the polish of Vertas.
Oh, really? The glowing mushrooms.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some of that maybe.
We're going to see some of that in game.
Excellent. They're really neat. They glow during the day and night, but especially in the night, obviously. There is a pick option for both of these. You can select within whatever color you have. There's two types. There's the potted, which you can put it outside if you want to, but is nice inside, and the outside only. Well, we don't call it non-potted, but it's non-potted. It's just the normal. And so you'll probably see some of those when Esteben shows you around. So give us I see, I'm still holding this axe. It's very near and dear to me. It makes me feel safe. Don't mess with me, Esteben.
Oh my God.
You better show some cool stuff here, or I'm going to sick the community on you. Okay, so anyway, get rid of that. we've got a little bit of news here I want to show you guys or talk to you about. That's in the weekly update. Besides Norgard and Viking stuff, there's some really cool Norgard outfits, garments that Fletcher had created. That's in the update. That's leading the update. I always get this wrong. Exeter. Yes. Exeter polish, scene polish, Vertas scene polish. You can see that today. Making of Hallowed Plains, saw a little bit of that last week. Making of Granus Colossus, saw a little bit of that in the weekly updates before. And there's some continued new fancy screenshots from those scenes as well. 4 scenes plus the garments just to start the weekly update. And then we also had free trial, which is going on right now. And you, the community, you are awesome for helping new players, welcoming them into the game. The forums, there's been new players that have said hello to the community and had questions like, how do I get started? What do I do? And we've had some very nice community members that have been with us for a long time help each other out, or help them out in that case. So thank you, community, for that. Free trial ends on the 26th, so if you have anybody who thinks they may be interested in the game, this is the weekend to get them in and check the game out, or you can have them wait until release 44 comes around. We also have a couple of new partnerships. You can read more about those in the weekly update. We're really working to provide as much services, interesting content for the community as possible, and that goes from translating the game into other languages, support for our marketing outreach when we approach launch, etc. Exeter. Yes.
There you go.
What else we got here? Explore Create panel at Comic-Con with Richard Garriott tomorrow. So if you happen to be at Comic-Con, lucky you. I know one person who's at Comic-Con in San Diego. It's the last time I'm going to say the city. Very cool. Let us know if you're taking photos or something. Please, share it with us on social. I don't know if anybody's actually there. Probably if you're watching this, you're probably not at Comic-Con, but my energy goes out to all of those who actually are. Shroud is also going to be at PAX Dev. PAX Dev is a couple of conference days ahead of PAX. Well, it was called PAX Prime. Now it's called PAX West to go with the theme of the directions: PAX West, South, East, etc. There's an East. There is the South. There's no North. That would be really cool in my home state of Wisconsin. That would be really cool. Probably not going to happen though. So we're going to have a crowdfunding panel with Star Long, Dark Star, at PAX Dev, end of the next month. And there's some other cool events coming out. This weekend we've got events by the community, Collie Writing Contest, Treasure Hunt. The video trailer contest is going on right now. We haven't had any entries just yet because it takes a little while to create a trailer, but I've heard some talk about some people creating trailers and asking for things like music from the game. So I'm really, really excited to see what you guys come up with, partly because there's two options. There's the regular 1 to 2 minute trailer, full length. Most people will probably create those, but there's also the advertising 30-second. Well, it is. I don't know why I'm doing this because it literally is for advertising the game. So it is that kind of really short themed trailer. So if you don't want to create a full length trailer, just keep it real tight to like 20-30 seconds. That includes the wrapper, the beginning, all the way to the beginning to the end. I'm gonna be really excited to see. I'm excited to see right now what those are going to look like because we haven't done a contest for those before. We've done a full trailer contest. We did that last year during the summer. That was amazing how many trailers we got and how good they were. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's pretty great for me because I get to see like some of my maps.
Like, you get a lot of your work in there. So you're going to see more of that, I assume, in some of the trailers we will see. Probably start, being submitted this week. I would expect after this weekend. But, very cool to see some talk about that. We also have new flash sale, Comic-Con themed in a certain city in the United States. I didn't say it. Cosplay wearables. So it's themed around wearables. A lot of people go to Comic-Con to cosplay, put on, outfits of various kinds. And I've been flipping through Twitter, watching some of the outfits that people have been taking photos of. Really cool stuff. Some scary stuff too. Some creepy stuff. Mostly funny and cool though. And I guess I can mention this real quick. Our Seed Invest campaign. Thank you, everybody who's participated in that. Time is running short, though. We only have a little bit of time left. I can't say how much. I'm not supposed to say details like that. But time is running short. Check the weekly update for more information on that. And we appreciate everybody who is participating on this journey with us to become a full-fledged publisher, not just a developer right now. And full-fledged publisher basically means that with the campaign, we'll be able to do more marketing to get the word out about the game to more fans, more fans that are Ultima fans, Richard Garriott fans, maybe Barrick fans, I don't know. I have a base somewhere. There's a following. And then there's some other events too by the community, but I could rattle on all day about these. You guys want to see some stuff by Esteben. But let's give away a prize before we do that. How's that sound?
Oh yeah, sounds great.
Okay, so which one do you want to pick?
You know what? Let's do some of the blue mushrooms.
Blue mushrooms. All right, that sounds good. Blue glowing mushroom pack. If you want to win a blue glowing mushroom pack, you get to choose between the potted or non-potted versions, one or the other. Type in exclamation. Let's keep it simple. Blue. How's that sound? So if you're in Discord and you're watching on Twitch, doesn't matter which chat you put it in. Exclamation blue, and you get a chance to win those mushrooms. Also, a couple quick updates. I almost forgot. There's so much stuff that's happening this week. Really I think this is like literally the largest weekly update of content ever. Well, maybe not ever, but it is a lot of content. There's also I didn't want to forget July's role playing of the Avatar rpota.com writing contest, and he has some other stuff that's going on as well too, so check the weekly update or the weekly events, the calendar on the website. You go to the community tab in the middle, drop down, and the calendar has a listing of what we're doing over the next few months, like SodaCon, which is coming up in October 13th to 15th. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, it's here in Austin. We've already gotten, I think they're sold out of the VIP. Yeah, they're sold out of the VIP tickets already, but the regular tickets are available. And what was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh yeah, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter, if you're watching, we didn't get your very cool Chicago event in the weekly update. It's going to be in probably next week's update. We're saving it for the R44 cycle. Mad Hatter is one of our community members who has been here helping us with telethons. Amazing community member in the game, who just got an OMB actually for his work. And so he's been doing a lot of stuff with the community and has decided in his, I think it's his hometown of Chicago, Illinois, here in the United States, to put on a little local LAN party for everybody that can make it October 6th. So you've got a few months to book the plane tickets. There's information on the website and in the weekly update if you're in the area of Chicago or wish to fly over there. It's a day event. Actually, there's like a couple days. There's Friday has most of the stuff around Shroud of the Avatar, and then I think they're going touring the town on Saturday.
Nice.
So it's a small town. You can probably walk from one end to the other. Fairly. Chicago's like massively huge, so they're going to see museums and all this other stuff.
That's
it's going to be very cool. Yeah. So if you're in that area, check it out. All right. So hopefully the audio and everything is coming through, guys. We're going to check for that prize, and then we're going to hand this over to Esteben. Actually, why don't let's start with your stuff, Esteben. Sure. I'm going to do a little roll of the dice here. Yeah, we're going to go off camera. Actually, we're going to reduce, I'm going to describe this to Esteben. Take the corner of the camera window where it's white highlighted down a little bit. No, don't close it. Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm scaring everybody on camera. So, yeah, you had it right in the corner, the white. Here.
Oh, boom.
Yep, you got it? Nope, not there. Okay. It is right. See, there's a white little funny. There it is. See? There we go. Aha. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're shrinking. That is probably good enough. You guys can still see us if you want to stare in the corner anyway. And then your stuff there, Esteben. Go for it.
All right, very well. So one of the things I got tasked with this release was to go back into some of the cities that are in the truth path, cities like Aerie and cities like Vertas, and we basically did what we call truth polish pass. and also the visual aesthetics path in these towns. So just to highlight the fact that they are on the truth path, and just to upgrade visuals as well. And so right now, I'm going to take you guys through some of the improvements that were done to the city of Aerie. And Unity is going. There you go.
Oh, one thing about Aerie is if you guys check out the weekly update, we have Vertas in the weekly update. We did not this week's put Aerie in the update. However, I did link your last week's Aerie post to the bottom of the Vertas post. So if you guys read about SorcerousSteve's Vertas update, I'm gonna wait for the music just in case it's loud. There we go. Okay, so if you guys check out the Vertas weekly, the weekly update Vertas mention, at the bottom is a link to SorcerousSteve's Aerie post from last week, which is what we're seeing now.
Right. Yes, and so major key areas of Aerie got revisited. Here we'll run through some of them. So as I was saying earlier, we really wanted to accentuate the truth in the city, and so in Richard Garriott's world, Lord British, blue often is symbolic of truth. So we wanted to bring in a new color palette, and we started doing that. And so that's one of the reasons why you'll see a lot more blue now in the city. So take this for example. This is one of the main squares here in Aerie. And so we wanted to bring in blue because it's a concept of truth. But alongside that, Aerie has so many different areas. And so we thought, what if we had each area of the city be its own color palette? So here, for example, it's blue and yellow. And so, we took that a step further into the NPC buildings. So, you got buildings that are tinted yellow now, buildings that are tinted blue. We got pennants hanging about. We also got a new magic shop in Aerie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Magic.
Right here, yeah. There's a sale going on.
Is there? Flash sale. This is the one of the Elven Tower something.
Oh, this is the Wizard's Tower.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And what happens if you step through the portal?
This takes you up to the second floor of the place.
Boom, there it is.
And then this is housing area for the magic shop merchant. So this is where he bunkers down.
Very nice. Yeah. Herbs and stuff in there too. Very flowery.
Yes. But yeah, so we definitely did a lot more addition of color to the city overall.
Yeah, I definitely see the blue theme. It's been a real pleasure to be sharing these screenshots. Last week's we led the social posts for, I think it was some of these blue themed screenshots.
Right. And so as we kind of make our way down this path, we keep on seeing some more of the blue and yellow architecture. Now the blue and yellow is kind of restricted to the central area of Aerie, and then as we start making our way north, we'll start seeing that some of the buildings do change.
They become blood red, or is that just me? That's just me.
There's
Don't
actually
worry, guys.
no blood. There's a pink though. There's some pink buildings.
We got a comment. Tauromancer looks very vibrant. Yes,
thank you.
And a couple of others, blue and gold, navy colors.
And, I will say something. So like when I was trying to think of color palettes, I was largely inspired by like southern France. I mean, if you look at certain villages around the southern French region, you do see like they will use a lot of like yellows and blues and pinks in their architecture. So here we're coming up on the more affluent district of Aerie. As you can see, there's a new castle in the background.
Yeah, I just bought that last week. It's very nice.
So interesting story about Aerie. So I actually built Aerie, and it was kind of a walk down memory lane because I actually built Aerie in November of 2015.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And so when it, a couple of weeks ago when we started talking about doing a polish pass and coming back to the map and kind of revamping it a bit, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to redesign the castle because back then we couldn't really design castles to the extent that we can now. I mean, we didn't have a modular kit, so we couldn't like subdivide very well.
Yeah.
But now we got new castle kits, and so I really wanted to redo the castle because it honestly like it was blocked off. Like if you went into Aerie like a month ago, even you couldn't even go inside the castle. It was just like.
But you'll be able to do that now.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that
Sweet.
now.
So we got some people who are loving the blue theme, and they're actually asking, I want those flowers, Juver says. Can I have those flowers for my house? So I don't think we have some of the blue flowers, or even the flags for that matter, yet available to players, but we've done that before.
Well, there are some blue flowers available.
Oh.
They're not exactly these flowers. Wait a minute.
Maybe?
No, they're not exactly those flowers, but they're very similar though. And they come in a potted form. There might be some in the castle actually. But there are some blue flowers though, and they're
Whoa,
potted.
who's that?
I
They
have
just,
no
they
idea
just
who that
literally
is.
came out of nowhere. They were hiding in the bushes.
What the heck were they doing there?
I don't know.
But we do have some potted flowers though.
Okay, yeah. Well, we have always, taken a look at players' feedback. We'll note that down. Thank you for the suggestion. And it's always possible that anything that is static in the game that you see walking around could make its way into a player-owned town or a player-owned home at some point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you do see a lot of decorations like this right here. That's the Titan of Truth, obviously because this city is in the Truth Path. Here in this district, also switched out materials on the NPC buildings. So at first glance, this may look like your typical NPC building, but we did swap out different tone, different materials, and it's wood planks now. So
Yeah,
just
great.
changing it up a bit. The color palette for this part of town is blue and red. The horse statue denotes the fact that there's kind of like a little jousting area that way. So just outside the castle grounds, castle's over there, right? Castle's over there. So just below the castle are kind of some little jousting areas, just perfect areas for player events.
That's one thing I have to have on my list when I actually do buy a castle in real life is a jousting area.
Yeah.
Everybody needs one of those.
If I stand corrected, I think Dan Brennan, he set up this horse to where it kind of goes up and down though.
It's just like, this is what I do all day long. Here I go trotting around. Follow me if you like.
But yeah.
Well, let's give away another prize here. So do we want to continue the mushroom theme or move on to mailboxes?
Let's do a mailbox.
All right, mailbox. Post-mounted or wall?
Let's do post.
All right, post-mounted mailbox it is. SorcerousSteve commands. Type exclamation... post. Exclamation post. You want to win a post-mounted mailbox. Discord or Twitch tap. If you are in Discord and you do win something... Oh, I didn't give away the prizes for the last one. Wow, I'm on top of this one. But don't worry, type it away anyway. Exclamation post will award the winners of the blue mushrooms. Sorry about that, guys. I get so excited about handing get these prizes out that I forget to actually award them.
Prize galore.
So I was saying, if you're on Discord, private message Barrick if you win with what you won, which option you want, if there's an option in it, at least for the glowing mushrooms, and your account name. I didn't stutter there. I said that twice because sometimes we get the character name or other names of other people for whatever reason. It's your actual account name. So when you log in, not the password, the login of the actual name would be most helpful. If you give us your not your password, your character name, that's okay too. That'll work. But if you could, your account name. And winners of the blue mushrooms goes to Lily Bird and Cian. CYIN for CN, Lilybird, LILYBYRD. Congrats on those blue mushrooms. Let me know if you want potted or not potted. If you're on Twitch for any of these, message Shroud the Avatar. I'm not Barrick on Twitch, Shroud the Avatar. And why don't we give away, I guess, just to keep this rolling, going once, going twice on the post-mounted mailbox, exclamation post. We got 20 seconds for that. 20 seconds, everybody. Go, go, go.
Go,
Exclamation post. You can type it twice. Don't spam, though, please.
Man, lots of people dig those mailboxes.
Well, they're very, I found it actually very useful. I've been using it to give away some prizes, actually, in some other cases. So it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and cut off of the ornate post-mounted mailbox going to Light Tiger. Congrats, Light Tiger. Very cool name. You get the post-mounted mailbox. If you don't have a house, by the way, the mailbox won't do you much good. But that's okay. There's spaces in player-owned towns for lots. There's a lot of empty lots in some player-owned towns yet. You can get one of those, or you can find another way to get a lot and a house. Those are available in the game. Speaking of which, by the way, the R43 raffle, lot deed raffle, is still going on. I took the reminder down. When you log into the game, there's certain messages of the day that pop up for you guys trying to give you news of the day. I think I took down the R43 raffle post. If I did, this is your reminder to get tickets at a bank for the raffle that will end on the day of the R44 release going live. And so that's your chance to get a lot for R44 anyway. There will be a R44 Lot D raffle too if you miss out on the R43 one. And we've given away 2 of the prizes out of 5. So I think we're good for the moment. We've announced the mailbox and the blue mushrooms. And I actually, I did it again. I gave away 2 of the blue glowing mushrooms. I was supposed to give away 1. That was my own rule. I do this every time.
More mushrooms.
Yeah, so I think we'll keep that theme. We'll give away 1. So we've got 2 green mushrooms coming up. We've got 2 orange mushrooms coming up, and 1 ornate wall mailbox coming up. So stay tuned for those. Now where are we going?
So now we're making our way up to the newly redesigned Aerie Castle. So once again, prior to this, Aerie Castle was pure facade and no interior. Now, Aerie Castle features 1, 2, 3, about 5 floors and a totally redesigned interior, including an in-castle elevator.
Very nice. I didn't think they had those back in the day. Look at that. A what elevator?
A water-vator?
No, what? I'm asking you. What was it?
Elevator.
Oh, I thought you had a special fancy name for it.
Well, we could always.
Well, castle.
It's not too late for that.
Elevator. How about?
So here we're going up the elevator to the castle.
Let us know, community, what you think this castle elevator should be called in one word. There's got to be a cool word for it.
So another one of the things that we wanted to do with the castle was the castle is home to this library, which also serves as symbolism for truth and the place where one can research up knowledge.
That's really, really cool. Yeah. This would be a great dance party place too. Just saying.
Oh yeah, this would be take over the castle.
Yeah.
So you see that potted bush right there?
With the flowers.
Yeah,
right?
there's one where that has blue flowers. Not a bush, but just there's a potted blue flower.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before. So
yeah, it's using the same pot.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nice little library, kind of tucked away. You could come in here, sit down, just chill, take it in. A couple fireplaces littered around as well.
I only have one question. I can't believe the community has not asked this yet.
Oh.
Secret rooms.
Secret rooms.
Spoiler alert? Or no?
Spoiler alert.
Is it? Spoiler alert. There's something that we. we'll let you find out about at R44, right?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Let's just leave it at
Okay.
that. So now we're making our way, and the upper floors are reserved for the living quarters. So we're gonna make our way up. And here we got the castle kitchen. Comes with a meat room.
A meat room.
Yeah.
The meat room. We need a better name for that too, guys. The meat locker.
And then for the special VIP guests. So remember, guys, I was talking about how we really wanted to emphasize blue in the city of Aerie. So we got, for the VIP guests, we got the blue room.
Very nice. Blue. Right across from the meat room. Excellent.
Yeah, it's right across. No, they're just down the hall from the meat room. But yeah, this is one of the suites inside the castle.
Very, very nice. Very elegant. Very, what do they say, posh or something like that.
Right. And there's a couple other living quarters as well.
I want to see a community event in this place. That would be really cool.
Oh yeah, we'd love so too.
Yeah, we'll definitely attend that one.
Yeah. And here we can look down upon, that's where we were down there, over there by the horse statue.
Yeah.
Horse statue. Yeah. So yeah, I was really happy that I got the chance to redo the castle and really make it, because initially when we first designed Aerie, the reason we even put a castle here was just because when we thought of Aerie, we thought of something like, a castle that's perched up on a very tall cliff, kind of overlooking the ocean. So that's really why there's a castle here.
Cool. We've got Dante Drock, who suggests for the elevator Aerie Vader. That's cool. Monkey Smack says Wonka Vader. Easier to pronounce. Joe says Aether Lift. That's different. Lone Stranger says Castle Vader. That makes the most sense, I think. Bushmaster says, I don't know what that is. That I think he actually is talking about something else entirely. And that's our suggestions for the day. Thank you, community.
Nice, thank you.
Oh.
So yeah, so once again, this is just one area of Aerie that got touched up. We got other areas as well. Let's go ahead and fly over to the port side. So the port side of Aerie also got retouched.
Ooh, some nice shipyard in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a fishery or something too, I suspect.
Yeah, so a lot of what we did was once again add the blues, add a lot more color. We got a lot more coverage going on now, a lot more, just an overall detail pass.
This would be like, you got your people coming in on the ships,
Yeah.
visiting you in the castle, passing through town, buying local wares by your people, and the whole flow of the scene from here to the castle and back is just amazing work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can totally see the castle from here. This is actually one of my favorite views of the city, is when you come through the port side and then look up and you can see the castle just in the distance.
And that's actually a really nice marker too, because some of the scenes that we have, Brittany and others, are so huge that it can be difficult to get in and out of them. Like, where am I? It's like a casino. I don't know where anything is.
Right. Yeah.
I might as well just sit down here and spend away. It's
right. Yeah.
You can spend all day in some of these scenes, and the flow of this one I really like personally. If you're just tuning in, by the way, anybody, we are on the community live stream here at Portalarium, checking out a scene called Aerie by our world builder, SorcerousSteve, Esteben Zaldivar. He's showing us off what he's produced that's going to make its way into the next release, R44, next week.
Yes, that's correct. So right now, Barrick, you mentioned, having distinct landmarks in a city as big as this. And, we also thought of that. Aerie is not very far away from the town of Xenos. And we also wanted to bring in, some of that Xenos-inspired architecture that Scott Jones did. Scott Jones was the artist who worked on the city of Xenos.
Yeah, that was another amazing scene.
Yeah.
Scotty, by the way, has put in an article update of what he's been working on a weekly update too.
Yes, and so, part of the reason we wanted to bring in a little bit of Xenos influence is just because, in real life, you got places like Chinatown, like you go down to LA or New York and all these big cities have a little bit of influence coming from the different cultures that live in that city. And so we thought, what if we had like a little Xenos? Just like that's what this is right here. So this is like little Xenos in Aerie. Um, so we brought some use of the Greco-Roman architecture, so you could see some of the pillars in the background. So bringing in some of the Greco-Roman stuff that makes Xenos. Some of the statues.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
You got like, yeah, there we go. And then to distinguish this area, once again, we kept the blue, but then brought in pink and blue. So that's the color palette for this.
He's gonna come and like knock you with his
sword. He looked like he was
sword.
coming right at me.
Yeah, he's like tasting his lips, just going like, okay, all right, you're cool, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I mentioned in the beginning of the live stream that we have another trailer contest, community created trailer contest, and community trailer created community trailers for the contest. I said that wrong. My grammar was reversed, I think. And it's going on right now. It's going to be going on for a few weeks yet. We've given the community about a month and a half to create a really cool trailer, get the resources they need, team up with other community members. If you're still producing it and need more scene additions, I think Aerie here in R44 next week would be perfect. This is definitely a great scene to show off other community members in a community trailer, I think.
Yeah.
So this one and probably Vertas. Vertas is another scene we're gonna get to in probably a minute.
Yeah, I mean, and I really love that. Like last time I took a look at all the trailers that people submitted, and I was like, oh look, there's my map. Oh look, I did that.
I did all these maps.
I like that.
Very cool.
But yeah, so bringing in some of the Greco-Roman influence. So yeah, this is basically little Xenos. So once again, it's not just a little spice of Xenos here in Aerie.
We have Cage Storm. It says a little Italy. Pretty cool. That's neat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys have any questions for SorcerousSteve here? Let us know.
Some of those manicured gardens that make Xenos. Because Scotty did great work in some of those garden areas. I really liked what he did there. So.
Yeah, very cool. Let's give away another prize. Which one? We've already done here. Let me cross these off. Done the post-mounted mailbox and the blue? Yeah, the blue glowing mushroom.
Let's do the green mushrooms.
Green glowing mushroom pack. This is a 3-pack of green glowing mushrooms. There are 2 types. You get to pick one or the other, potted or non-potted. All of these, by the way, are in the add-on store. If you go to the website, the right main menu tab, and drop down to the add-on store, you can take a look at the front page. Most of these, I think, are still on the front page, and see what they actually look like. If you're interested in, if you're going to win it, you're going to win it, and you're going to like it anyway, probably, because it's free. So whatever. So we're giving away the green glowing mushroom pack type. Yep, everybody's on top of this one again. Exclamation green, very good. Thank you everybody for kicking that off. Exclamation green. We'll give that a couple minutes.
All right. So I think we can go ahead and jump over to Vertas now.
All right, sounds good. So we are in Unity right now, which if you're seeing occasional stutters here and there, that's because of the Unity engine. It's driving the game. And we're now pausing the scene we're in, which is Aerie, and we're going to switch over to Vertas, and that's just going to take a minute here, guys, so hang tight as we do that. If you have questions, now is a great time for that. Greenish is not going to work, I don't think, so exclamation green is what you want to type. Good question. Do I type it in both Discord and Twitch? No, you don't need to do that. We are monitoring both, so whichever one you're in, just type it in there is fine. We do like to have everybody in Discord normally because that is the main community channel. If you don't know where Discord is for our community, go ahead and ask somebody in Twitch. If somebody in Twitch actually could just link the Discord chat channel, that'd be the simplest. It's also listed in the forums as well. So it looks like we're popping over. We're already in.
Yes, we're
Vertas.
popping
Okay, very
into
cool.
Vertas now.
All right, let's. Before you start on that, I'm gonna give the community 10 seconds on exclamation green.
All right.
Okay, we've got our winners. Thank you, everybody. I hope I pronounced this right. Congrats to Sue Delim, I think is how you pronounce it. S-U-E, looks like D-L-I-M. And Naturs's, N-A-T-A-U-R-S-Z. PM me how you pronounce your guys' names. Congrats on winning those green mushrooms. If you're in Discord, it looks like Naturus is in. Actually, we got 2 in Twitch this time. If you're in Twitch, message Shroud the avatar. We're in the channel with what you want, whether you want potted or non-potted, and your account name. Okay, and I see more blue and green flags here.
Yes, and that's actually one of the reasons I went with the green mushrooms. Once again, we polished up Vertas for R44, and one of the things we wanted to do was bring in more color and also reinforce the fact that it's on the truth path. So you will see several aesthetic adjustments made. You'll start seeing more of the elf symbol we see here.
Very nice.
We start seeing more banners with the elf symbol. Throughout the town we added green. Added green because it's the color of the elves, and added blue because it's the color of truth. So you do see a lot of new decorations and just an overall touch all over the town. Oh, there's the mushrooms.
Yeah, there they are. Wiggle the audio too. I don't know if you did that already or not. Hopefully the music wasn't too loud for you guys. It is very lovely, so once you get into the scene, you can check it out on your own. I don't think to give it away. See, well, let us know if the music is too loud. If it's subtle and you can hear us, then we'll just leave it on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, we just went back into Vertas and added some more green and some more blue. And yeah, here are the mushrooms. Live in action. We did manicure this area a bit more, being that it is an elven town.
Yeah, I love the tents, the walkway like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Added some more banners. These banners in particular have cloth sim, so they wave with the wind and kind of flap. Added more elven symbols up on the stage. And just overall did a lot of trim work, integrating the color green as much as we could. You do see other symbols for truth, like, up there on the city gates.
It's very nice. You got a little dog there, and NPCs and all that it looks like there's several. They're all added in. Are you still working on that?
No, so actually Keith did the NPC adjustment. So, but yeah, he basically, I think most of the NPCs are the same as before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't really go about adding much in terms of NPCs, because once again the shops. So that's a great point, Barry, because when we say visual adjustments to scenes that are already existing, we didn't want to totally do away with the layout of the city, because people become used to certain layouts, people become used to where certain things are, merchants are, so we tried not to move that. But yeah, it was mostly just visuals, aesthetics, adding more color, adding more symbols, stuff like that. So I guess the biggest change we probably did was the addition of this structure right here, which is in the center of town. So this is an elven village size home.
And that is a size home that someone can get in the game.
Yeah, you can own this in the game. And so this home, now houses a mushroom
Wow, mushroom
facility
farm.
downstairs.
Yikes! What is going on there?
But upstairs,
I just see more mushrooms.
upstairs, you can see come inside the library here, and once again, just emphasizing
books on how to harvest mushrooms.
The surgeon. Well, that would actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
You should put a book in there that had, just for kicks and giggles. Yeah.
Oh, we actually do have a book on mushrooms, but yeah. So yeah, wherever we can add a library just to emphasize the concept of truth and knowledge, we try to do that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and give away a couple more things here. We'll save. Well, we have orange mushrooms. We're touring an area right now of the game that's going to make its way. All these updates make their way into release 44 next week. This is Vertas. I'm super excited about it, almost more than Aerie even, because of the way you've done the library work and the glowing mushrooms, which we're giving away. And we have the orange mushrooms left to give away, 2 of those, and the ornate wall mailbox. So which one should we do next?
Let's do a mailbox.
All right, sounds good. Ornate wall mailbox, type exclamation mailbox. If you want to win that prize, we'll give that away in a few minutes, and then Esteben, signal me on when we're about ready to wrap up. The last thing you're going to show, if it's not right now, and I'll give away that last prize then.
Very well then. But yes, just a lot of cosmetic changes done to the map. Other changes as well in terms of like optimization are going to go down. One other change was Vertas was, interestingly enough, still using an old water system. So we brought in our newer water system. And then for those of you that may have visited Vertas, the river is partially frozen. So this part of the river is frozen up in winter. And you can see where it's starting to break off in chunks of ice. But yeah, doing lots of cosmetic alterations and just, overall just kind of trying to revamp the map a little bit, because Vertas was let's see, I worked on Vertas too originally, and I think this one was built I think late 2015 too.
So it's been a little bit.
It's been a while too. This is something we added over here. So over there by that mill, there is, in the downstairs,
the mushroom mill.
There's a little bit of a cult thing going on.
Wow, yeah, this is definitely the mushroom mill.
But some of the designers, including myself, had the idea that this is a city of truth, but it would be really interesting to have a direct contrast to that. So maybe like out in the outskirts of town, there's like this sketchy farmer guy who's having some type of cult meeting.
There's always one of those guys in the neighborhood. I totally understand.
So, but yeah, just playing around with the contrast of like truth and.
Oh, very cool. All right, let's give away that ornate wall mailbox. Congrats to, this is on Discord this time, Tamsin. Congrats to Tamsin for that. Message on, since you're on Discord, message Berek, B-E-R-E-K, that's me, what your account name is, and the mailbox, so I remember and can award it to you. The prizes are never usually, probably not, unlikely to be, unfortunately, given away today, because it takes a little time to process them, so you'll get them early next week. But hey, you'll get them in time for release 44, so yay for that.
And here we are experiencing Vertas at night. You can see the bioluminescent mushrooms doing their work.
Yeah, that's very cool. Especially with the blue against the
let's
icy
let's get to the mushroom chamber.
Now it's a mushroom chamber. Wow.
I gotta go. It's the other staircase. There we go.
That guy looks like he's like. So this is where it all happens. Definitely dance party. Well, that's very cool. So what else do you have to show?
I think this pretty much concludes Vertas.
All right, well, let's give away that last prize then. Really appreciate having you on the show, Esteben. I think it's the first time I've literally called it a show. It's a show, why not?
It's
A
a
live
show.
stream. I usually say live stream, but heck, you guys know it's a show. A little bit of laughs, maybe some cries, I don't know. So we have the, where is it? Orange mushrooms, and I promised 2 of those, so we're giving away 2 orange mushrooms, potted or unpotted. You get to choose which one, and we'll give a few minutes, just like 2 for that. And as always, you guys are on top of it! Exclamation orange.
And I believe those are the orange ones.
Yes, that is
Yes.
You are seeing on the left there an orange potted version. And do you have any non-potted?
No, not in this particular area.
Okay, well, just imagine the orange without the pot. They are slightly different, I think, beyond that as well. But basically, the hue and everything, you get the idea.
Right.
Well, we'll give that just like a minute for everybody to tune into exclamation orange on Discord and Twitch. So if you want to swing around and show something again, revisit whatever.
Sure.
Wow, that looks really cool at night.
Yeah, I know.
Can you actually, like, when you're entering, can you get that high normally? If you're in the town, can you walk up like the side of the mountain or
Well,
something?
you could actually get up on the palisade wall. You
There
might
you
get
go.
a similar view.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Like right about there or
Yeah,
something.
so yeah, you could
Oh,
sit
that's
down
neat.
here and just capture the view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost has a very like winter cozy feel.
Yeah,
to it.
I wish we had that right now here in 105 or whatever degree Austin. It is amazingly hot right now.
It is pretty hot.
Yeah, I'll be going home later to my not quite working air conditioner. But I hear
Oh,
they're actually giving me a new one. New. See me quoting everybody. New. We'll see what that means next week.
Yeah.
All right, let's give away that orange mushrooms. The 2. Congrats to Peebo, Soda, and Grinchy for winning those orange mushrooms. If you're on Discord, message Barrick. If you're on Twitch, message Shroud the Avatar. Which one you want, potted or unpotted, and your account name, please. And we'll get those to you as soon as we can, probably early next week. Just in time for R44. So again, as a reminder, release 44 next week. Free trial this weekend, last weekend for the free trial. So get anybody in the game that hasn't checked it out that you know may be interested in checking it out. It's ending Wednesday, I think. End of Wednesday, the 26th is the last period of the free trial, last day of the free trial. And we may have another free trial in the future. It has not been decided on yet. As we ramp up towards launch, we are looking at getting more people involved in helping us with their, giving us their feedback for the last step of the way here to completing the game. And let us know what you think also R44 of all the content. Every month we appreciate your feedback, Dev Plus and everybody else. And so we're really excited. I know, Esteben, you're excited about seeing what people think of both Aerie and Vertas scenes here that we showed today. I suspect that we should do a mushroom contest now that I think about it. This is an excellent idea. So like decorate your house with as many mushrooms as you possibly can. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know.
Wow.
We have a question, who won? We've got, for the orange mushrooms, Peebo Soda, P-A-B-O Soda on Twitch, and Grinchy on Discord. And I'll just run through the other ones real quick. Blue mushrooms goes to Lily Bird and CN, C-Y-I-N. The green mushrooms go to Natur SZ and Sue Delim. The ornate post mountain mailbox goes to Light Tiger, and the ornate wall mailbox goes to Tamsin. So there you go. There's your prizes. Thank you everybody for tuning into our weekly community live stream. We have more live streams coming up. We're going to have a Release 44 dance party next week. I think so. I don't know if it's actually been announced yet, but there's probably going to be a dance party. Usually there's a dance party to celebrate the release on the Friday after the release goes live. Release goes live Thursday next week. Dance party Friday at probably about 2 o'clock Central Time. We'll have another live community live stream here on Friday at about 4 o'clock. Maybe we'll kick it off at like 3:30 or so. and jump in on the dance party ahead of bringing another developer on. And then we have a bunch of other stuff that we're kicking off throughout the next few weeks. We may have another telethon. We'll see how those go. Let us know what you think of the recent 6-hour mini telethon. If you prefer the shorter time period, what time periods work best for you guys to tune in. We always appreciate hearing your feedback on that because we want you to join and we want you to win the prizes during those telethon events. We don't want you to miss out on those. So that's everything. All the secrets are revealed.
Some.
Not some. So we minimal spoilage.
Minimal spoilage.
Minimal spoiler alerts on that for you guys. I want to hear what secrets you find that we didn't reveal in Aerie and Vertas scenes. Thank you guys for tuning in to our live stream.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.